Live from the Oshawa Curling Club, the championship finals of the Canadian Junior Cup are just seconds away, and within 2 hours we will know who will claim that final trip to Switzerland. My name is Matthew Hall. Beside me in the booth is Tori Zemelink and Rob Falls. Once again, we hope you're ready because it's going to be a fun one. And taking a look at our brackets of how the teams got here, we have the U21 men to start. Team Morge Ace and Company, that's our Switzerland representatives on the men's side, coming in as the second seed, undefeated all the way to the final. And the number 10 seed, Ryan Fisher, who was 1-2 after the round robin, fought his way all the way back to get himself to this championship final. Looking at the U18 men, it was the number 1 seed Team Newport being knocked off in the semifinal by the number 6 seed, Logan Bedard. He matches up against the number 3 seed, currently undefeated, Team Ganjaga. On the U18 girls side, it is the only number 1 seed remaining in the event, Team Perot, currently undefeated. They'll face off against the number 3 seed with 1 loss, Team Gallardo. And finally, we look at our women's playoffs, which will be our feature game tonight. We just saw with that semifinal, off the back of a big 6 in the 4th end, Team Dundas pulls their way over Team Regan. And on the other side, it was Team Frlan who stopped their American counterparts to force an important championship game. The winner of this final will claim the last and final spot on the plane to Switzerland in February. I know the beds. Ricky Landon. Get us today. Got my heart, no. I know the beds. Ricky Landon. Get us every day. I know the beds. Ricky Landon. Get us every day. Got my heart, no. I know the beds. Ricky Landon. Get us every day. And as we get a look at our 2 feature teams there, and as we get a look at our 2 feature teams there, with our championship match, but let's take a look at the 2 teams competing, starting off championship match. But let's take a look at the Huntley Curling Club competing, starting off the lead Team Frlan from the Huntley Curling Club, coached by Byron Scott, Erica Wainwright, and the skip is second, Katrina Frlan. Third, Erica Wainwright, and the skip is Katrina up against them, throwing the Redstones out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg. Matching Manitoba up against them, throwing the Redstones out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg. Second, Manitoba, coached by Craig Lauren Evison, and the skip is second, Aaron Zerfus. Third, Lauren Evison, and the skip is Cassidy Dundas. And Tori and Rob, as we cut over to check out the first end already in play, a pretty wide open end, check out the first end already in play, a pretty wide we got a really good look at Team Dundas in that semi-final. So far, I know we got a really good look. They were so close to putting 7-ender up on the board, but end up being a 6. They were so close to putting 7-ender up on the board, but end up being a 6, and that was all they needed to put themselves to boot outside of that. Meanwhile, Team Frlan not excellent semi-final to boot outside of that. Meanwhile, Team Frlan not a team that we've seen started off this round robin 1 and week so far. You have to admire the tenacity to stay in there. They won their play-in game. You have to admire the tenacity to stay in there. They won their play-in game. Semi-final they knock off Team Stapera to make their way to this championship. Semi-final they knock off Team Stapera to make their way to this championship match.
Both these teams took the opportunities when they came their way and were able to turn them into wins. We saw earlier when they came their way and were able to turn them into wins.
Big End fell basically into their lap. They were able to take
advantage of it, score the 6.
Big End fell basically into their lap. They were able to
just hang around, find that one little opening, and are able to capitalize. Team Frlan, they seem to just hang around, find that one little opening,
Team
and are able to
Frlan,
capitalize.
but let's take a look at the road to this final by Team. And we mentioned
Dundas.
Team Frlan, but
Again,
let's take a
also
look
started
at the road
off their
to
round
this
robin
final
with a
by
1-2 record.
Dundas, losing to St. James
also
and Blades.
started off their round
They
robin
get the
with a
revenge
1-2
against
record,
Team Blades
losing to
in
St.
the
James and
quarterfinal.
Blades.
They get the revenge against Team Blades, and then they finished it off, as we mentioned, with that
Caitlin Langford in the
playing game to get there,
over
and then
Team
they
Regan.
finished it off, as we mentioned, with that 8-4
wide
victory
open
over
end here
Team
in the first
Regan.
as
We get our first look at Cassidy Dundas. So wide open end here
Team
in the first as we get our
having
first
the
look at
hammer
Cassidy
here
Dundas.
in the first end as a result. Team
Of
Frlan
their
having
higher
the
seed and their better
hammer
LSD
here in the
number
first
in
end
the
as a
round
result.
robin. Of their higher seed and their better LSD number in the round robin. So a reminder of what these girls are playing for. A trip to Switzerland.
reminder of
on
what
the
these
line.
girls
are playing
get
for.
provided
a
with
trip to Switzerland.
jackets
on the line
with the maple leaf, and they'll
get
go
provided
and be
with
our representatives at the Swiss
jackets
Cup
with the
being
maple
played
leaf, and they'll go
in
and
Basel.
be our representatives at the Swiss Cup being played in Basel. We already know who is going on the men's side as Team Ryan Fisher has advanced to the men's final.
men's
to play
side
the
is
Swiss
Team Ryan
representatives
Fisher
who came
has
over as part of the
advanced to the
exchange.
men's final.
Of course,
to
the
play
Swiss
the Swiss
ineligible
representatives
for
who came
trip
over
back
as
to
part
their
of the
homeland.
exchange.
So,
of course,
Ryan
the Swiss
Fisher has
ineligible
already
for
claimed the
that
men's spot.
trip back to their homeland.
So, Ryan Fisher has already claimed the men's spot. And of course, we also have two U18 championship finals on the boys and girls side, and we'll keep you updated.
We also have two
on
U18
all of the
scores
championship
as
finals
we
on the
go.
boys and girls side, and we'll keep you updated on all of the scores as we go. Not surprised, Tori, to see both of these teams willing to blank the first end. Not
With
surprised,
so
Tori,
much
to see
on the
both of
line,
these
you'd hate
teams
to let
willing
things
to
get out of
blank
control
the first
early.
end.
You
With
want to
so
make sure
much
you have
on the
full
line, you'd hate to
control,
let
or at
things
least
get out of
a
control
full
early.
understanding of
You
what
want
the
to make
sheet
sure
is
you
doing
have
before you
full
really decide to
control,
push
or
the
at least
envelope.
a full understanding of what the sheet
Oh,
is
for
doing
sure.
before
This
you
is
really
not
decide to
something
push the
that's
envelope.
atypical in junior play. Normally,
Oh, for sure. And this
like,
is not something that
I would say it's very
typical
common
in
for your junior
play.
teams
Normally,
to blank that first
like,
end just to
I
get a
would
better
say it's
feel
very
of the
common
ice and
for
build
your
some
junior teams
confidence.
to blank that
The
first
opportunity,
end
of
just
course,
to
presents
get a better
itself
feel
for
of the ice and
a
build
chance
some
for two.
confidence.
The
I would
opportunity,
expect
of course,
either of these
presents
teams to
itself
take
for
that on.
a chance for two. I would expect either of these teams
Headed
to take
towards the
that
blank.
But headed towards the blank.
So final stone to come here for Katrina Frlan in the first end, looking for the blank. Final stone to come here for Katrina Frlan in the first end, looking for the blank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweeping this one in, and it'll cleanly make the blank. So sweeping this
It is
one
official
in,
here in
and
the
it'll
first end.
cleanly
No
make
points
the
on
blank.
the scoreboard so far.
is
We're going to
official
take a
here in
quick
the first
commercial
end,
break and
no
come back
points
for the
on
start
the
of the second.
scoreboard so far. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come back for the start of the second.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
And we're back to watch the first stone being delivered by Tessa Tarek.
Make it good if it's in. Hard.
Trying for the center guard, but looks to be slightly heavy, so it's going to slip in
15-4.
onto the tee line. Both these teams with plenty of experience. Team Frlan winning a U18 national bronze medal last year in Saskatoon. They also competed at the U20 nationals as well. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, Team Dundas at the U20 nationals last year, being knocked out in the quarterfinals. Also, 2 national U18 appearances for pretty much everybody on that team. So all these players have played their share of big games. As that one spins out of the ring. So chance to now throw the center guard. And Tori, we're going to be at a bit of a disadvantage in this game. Commentating for the first time, we are not on sheet 4. Women's Championship being played on sheet 5, but we wanted to bring you all the coverage as it is the biggest game on the ice right now, playing for that trip to Switzerland.
Hair tighter line. 3.
We're going to see Tessa
Line's
Tarek
good.
try and
2-3. Line's
make
good.
an adjustment here on the guard. Since
Gotta
Team
curl if you're
Frlan
only
did
a 2.
roll out on
Curl.
that hit and roll attempt.
Curl. Hard.
The reason for that change, of course, is Cassidy Dundas just played her semifinal on sheet 4, so they wanted to make sure that nobody played on the same sheet twice in a row.
Off, yeah. I could have been that the first time. I can't believe we did that.
We also had a blank in the U21 men's championship final in the first end, so they are also scoreless after 1.
Both were good throws still, Tessa. That one ran hair straighter when you guys were down. Because line wasn't like a hair tighter. And then line's good when you guys were down. Line's really good. Needs to be full bore.
Sweeper's thinking this is close.
Straight, always straight. I can't. Always straight. It's heavy. That's my fault. Okay.
It's going to settle down, just back tee line.
So I was scared it was gonna dive there.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
So you just the line T because you just have to go through the line.
Okay.
Line's good. Weight's close. Line's good. Top 4. Yeah, line. Hard line. Hard line. Line's good.
This is diving to the center line.
Line's good. Hard. Hard.
You can get it by.
Hard. 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 Get sweet. Hey. Good sweet.
Sweeper's wanting to go on this one.
Up, hard. Hard, Louie, line's really good. Hard. Hard, get it here. Hard.
Whoa, my bad.
Okay, that's still good.
Maybe overswept the hair, but stays above that red stone with a good angle.
Good. Sorry, we just double stepped a little bit. It's okay, but it's still good. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 feet's fine. Line's good. T-line. Yep. 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 Hard line. Yep. Hard line. Hard line. Hard. 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 Whoa, line's good.
Just a little tap.
Curl.
Once
get this right between the yellow stones. So taps it maybe a hair too far. Team Frlan will likely be able to tap their own stone onto that red, if they would choose to do so. But looks like she's just going to rip the guard.
Good throw. I honestly didn't think you were that much more. Okay. I thought you were I tried to kick the save and just like add a hair.
Sam Wall throws the second stones
Okay.
for this team out of the Huntley.
Yeah, that.
Team Dundas is going to replace the guard here. And it's really Team Frlan that has to decide when to make the move. Team Dundas is shot stone, and with a pretty good set of angles, as long as they keep guarding that yellow stone in the top of the 8 foot, there isn't too much worry for them.
Next time. Take control. Do you like peeling? I can see the stars. Do you ever play it now? This? Yeah. Sure. Okay. Control's good. It off. Yeah.
Trying to move some stones here, gets the red onto the yellow, onto the red, and spills the yellow buried behind the shot. What a fantastic result there for Erica Wainwright.
It's a great brush and a great line call.
Plenty of props to the front end, Sam Wall and Lauren Norman on that sweep.
For a while, yeah. It's starting to go though.
So now playing with a little bit of fire is Team Dundas. Trying to play a freeze onto the corner of this yellow shot stone.
It was my dad.
You can see the crowd there behind the glass. We've been getting plenty of fans here at the Oshawa Curling Club all week long, supporting all the curlers.
Trying to get this to settle in.
That's a pretty good result there, I think. Good enough to sit shot stone.
Sorry about yours.
As we just get a look at the replay on the overhead.
If curl the hair more, it would have been perfect. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, small bump and spin, and the red stone is shot rock. Just short of biting the button.
Like, run it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. This. The red. Yeah. I think I'm seeing that. You could grab the red. I just think it needs to be more open. Okay. Because right now it's just pouring your system. So just feel it. Feel.
Trying to clear the situation. Run this back onto the two reds. She'll get one, get two, and it'll just clip the red shot stone. Looks like red is still sitting the shot rock side of the button, but exposed now. I think mission accomplished there if you're Team Frlan, although not quite the way they were hoping for. There is a double available for Cassidy Dundas.
Got it. We're 1 and 3, but it's just I feel like it's not really in a good draw right now. So. Yeah. Just knows? Yeah. Are you throwing 10 or 9? 9.
Get the angle right?
Not quite. But that yellow's still mostly exposed. Will be chaseable on Cassidy's next shot.
That's okay. I thought you threw it good. Okay. It just kind of backed off a bit. You can, like, next time you throw something, yeah. Especially on my out. Yeah.
Yeah, but she has a shot. I think we hit this now. I don't know if I get this hop, it's okay.
Yeah, I like this.
Can I take this turn or no? Okay.
You have to take this turn.
What, wait?
Board?
Yeah. Are you trying to roll under?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, I think you roll under here, eh?
Yeah.
Now this isn't a great angle to tell how big that port is, but it looks wide enough for a rock from where we're sitting.
Doesn't look like a lot, I'll tell you that.
Board.
I think that red is sitting fully exposed though, so should be able to get to the inside and flop behind that yellow guard. Don't want to roll too far and allow some sort of double. Maybe a little wide out of the hand. Lauren Norman trying to get it to curl.
Off the guard. Very nicely done.
That's fantastic. Fully buried behind that guard. But it rolled frozen to the side of that yellow. Is the double available? Can she see enough of that
She's a double.
yellow stone on the left?
Yeah, true. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's tricky.
Sorry.
It's a tricky double. Like, they're side by side. It's pretty easy. Not really. If she hits it too thick, she's not going to really get it. Like, it's pretty thin.
You got a draw on either side, though.
Yeah.
You can hit, too.
Yeah.
We just saw that pass. You could just play it on that one. Control. It was hanging, but it started to go.
Yeah.
Cassidy Dundas looking for the double.
They do. How far can they move the yellow? Still shot.
Not far enough. So a draw to the 8-foot for 2 points here for Katrina Frlan in the second.
I'm not gonna lie, I looked back, I looked down and I was like, did it pick? She had like no rotation on that thing. I was like, oh my god, did it pick? And then I saw it and I was like, okay, no, just I have no idea what's going on. I tried to do sliding tight, and I was like, oh.
Okay, we need like half in the 8 foot.
You can always back, like you should be in the ring, so.
What?
Like you could be backing.
Yeah.
Just give it a little extra movement, not too much.
So 175?
Yeah, 175. I think 80 is good. As long as you're positive. I got 180.
Mine's good. Pull back. Take a look. Take a look. Running. Really running. Mine's good.
Some general housekeeping here.
Just running. Easy.
Sweepers seem to like it.
14-9.
They were cleaning it most of the way. 14-9 though seems heavy.
It is.
Ooh, so maybe getting fooled there. The Sweepers didn't seem to hate it most of the way, but slips through the 8 foot and leaves a point on the board. Katrina Frlan, though, has a 1-0 lead after 2 ends of play.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Oh, where's my one? 15-5. On that
And we
side,
pick
at
up
least, not
play
on this
here at the start of the third end. Throwing the lead stones for Team Frlan is Laura Norman. And Tori, we heard an interesting conversation there between Katrina and her front end before throwing that stone. Some interesting split times.
Mine's good.
We're not sure if they seem to time their draws from back line to top of the house or T line to top of the house. It's something I've never come across before. Most teams will either talk about back line to hog times. I've heard of T line to hog times, or some teams will just talk about hog to hog, but this is a new one, so it might be something interesting to ask them about after the game.
I've heard it once before, a long time ago, and I didn't think it was something that teams really used anymore. I thought it just kind of got disproven as not really accurate. So, I mean, maybe Team Frlan has found success using those times. I'm not sure. I don't think many teams would really know.
But Team Dundas looking to draw around this center guard. And Rob, those extra points are so critical, especially in a championship game like this, when you have those opportunities for 2 or maybe for 3, just those free draws for extra points. You have to put those on the board. At the junior level, maybe you can let one of them get away from you, but you start letting more than that happen, and that's how a game swings.
And then you spend the rest of the time going coulda, woulda, shoulda. Had we
Done this, we would have been in a much better position. So, had a chance for a deuce, and now settled for a single.
Well, Norman looks pretty heavy here on her second stone.
It does linger.
She leave a double.
And the other one's higher though, right? Underneath the guard?
So scores going on in our other 3 finals. Starting over on sheet 3 was a steal of 2 in the first for Logan Bedard, the number 6 seed over the number 3 seed Gonzaga. After a blank in the second, Logan Bedard holds on to that 2-0 lead. Sheet 4, the women's final, or girls final, for the U18s. It was the number 1 seed Team Perot beginning with the hammer. They score 2, but Gallardo strikes back with a 3 of her own in the second. And over in the men's final, consecutive blanks to start the game, still 0-0 after 2. And I'm sure that's an interesting game for Ryan Fisher to be playing in. Already has that trip to Switzerland, but sometimes you never want that asterisk next to your name. Yeah, you won the trip, but you didn't win the event. You always want to go out there and sort of prove the point. This wasn't a fluke. We deserved to be here, and we earned that right with the victory.
And I think they'll be scoring in the third end.
Yes, it looks like there's plenty of rocks in play over there. We did receive confirmation that the split times being used by Team Frlan refer to back line to the top of the house. It's a new one for sure. Maybe I'll try introducing it to my team this week when I fly back home.
Let us know how that goes.
You're going to switch that up before your tanker?
Just before your prevention.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, it couldn't hurt.
I highly wait to hear that call, O'Reilly. Have I got an idea for you?
Yeah, here, this will shake things up. So that run back just being missed by Team Frlan. Everything's still guarded though, so difficult for Team Dundas to get another one in there, and the angles do seem to work well for Team Frlan here. You have the straight run on the yellow. That yellow angle freeze on the red. You could even run back the red stone if you wanted to. Plan B here, wrapping it all the way around.
Do you leave an opening?
Team Frlan going to try and take advantage of it right away. Calling for the freeze onto that red stone. Should be shot if it's made. This one getting a little bit heavy and sailing through the rings, and advantage back to Team Dundas. I think you try and play the same shot, and that looks like what the call is. Attempting to corner freeze onto that top red stone in the top of the forefoot. Made properly, should Also block the draw to the backing.
Top four. Top four. Top four. Top four. T. T line. T line. T. Almost to the back one. Top four.
Here, the sweeper's calling this one a little bit heavy.
Sorry, that one just died a little. Do you have a time? Okay. Yeah, that's
Team Frlan's got to move some red rocks.
Do they ever?
going. I thought we were
You got the run.
and then sorry.
I believe they also just have the straight double. I think the run is the only shot where you risk taking out your own. Nice shot made there by Erica Wainwright.
And I believe it's difficult to tell.
We're still
red
1-2.
All right, well, there it is by Cassidy Dundas confirming that red is still sitting the 2 with the hammer. So Lauren Evison trying to draw a third stone
Line's good. Yep. Yeah, line.
around this center guard.
Hard line. Hard line. Hard. Hard line. Hard line. Hard. Hard.
Sweepers trying to hold it, get it by this Yellowstone top 8. But it is just going to touch, almost touch the backside of that Yellowstone. Stays nearly frozen on it. Not sure exactly how that lines it up. Looks like if you hit it, it should catch one of those red stones back there and likely make a double.
What else are you seeing?
Katrina should have almost all of that red, if not all of it.
We'll see how it's lined up. I think it should make the double on the one back 4. If it's ever lined up perfectly, and it could go clip off the back 2 reds, that would certainly be a bonus.
Are you trying for the inside or outside?
Need to hit what, as close to nose as possible?
I can't get to the inside. Never mind.
No,
Never mind. What? Never mind.
I think you have to hit it a little bit high side. I'm just not sure exactly how much she can see. I'd imagine it's close to edge on edge with the guard. I think this, she's basically trying to play it over, across the face of those back red stones. This one wide out of the hand. Is it going to catch anything?
Okay, that
Ooh,
works.
and it
Two
will.
reds.
So makes the double.
Threw a lot of weight on that shot. I'm not sure you needed to throw that much.
Hit it thin enough.
I think 9 seconds would have been more than enough. That was probably 8 or a little less.
Well, also keep an eye on how those yellows are angled. It looks like that top yellow would roll somewhere near the button. So that could be an option for Katrina Frlan with her last to get a yellow in there. Cassidy Dundas, though, with her in-turn draw here on her first.
Not a hero. Line's good. Fight the floor. Line's
It
good.
looks healthy.
Lauren, if you can.
It's a creative way of putting that, Rob.
Got a lot of room.
We got 14-3
That should be
to the back yellow.
back 12 at least, yeah.
That's a Backstreet Boy. That's bye, bye, bye.
How long have you been sitting on that one?
Just came to me.
So opens up the chance for Katrina Frlan to take it all away here with a good draw.
90? Okay.
Would love to put this side button,
Pretty
I'd
quick
imagine,
here, right?
buried.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
But if you're
Yeah.
touch heavy and you draw to that back red, at least you're guaranteeing the force for yourself.
Like a 190?
I think so, yeah.
Well, we just want to bury it. We want like full 4.
And that's what we've been talking about. To make one small little error, then an opportunity was there. It sailed long. And now turn this into a force.
Easy.
Mine's good. Top 4, back 4. Back 4. Well then, can't touch
Sweepers
it.
seem to think a touch solid again.
It's coming down. Really coming down.
Only calling back 4 though, so not too bad. It's all about getting the line right then.
Girl, me.
Now they switch.
It's a better
Well,
line.
that's just kind of
Yep,
curve in there.
yep.
Looks like it's on line for that back red if they could get it there.
Keep going.
Weight was perfect, Rob. Just couldn't quite get the finish. Albeit,
Yeah.
taking a look at it, it's not the easiest shot for 2.
Yeah, it's okay.
Looks like if she hits what she can see, should be somewhere near that back
Just
red.
stay inside and push it.
What?
Do you think I can get nose and push it out?
I don't think you can get nose.
Like I only have. That's one.
I think you can probably chip it over the top of that red and stick around for 2. It's
If I nose it right on there, they'll still be strong.
If you like,
a little bit trickier of a shot.
Like it'll stay here.
Yeah. It's just if I dead jam it, they'll still be strong.
Yes. Yes.
But I think it's there. They are
You
curling
can
good.
probably push it here and roll your shooter to here for 2 as
Yeah.
well.
I think so.
For like a 13.
Yeah. Have to hit it there. Should only roll to here.
Yeah. There's a like back line.
Yeah.
I mean 14's back line even.
Maybe just a hair more. Just back line. Yeah.
Got it.
Like pretty similar to what I just threw.
They've decided to try and hit this over the top of the red stone. Stick around for her second and the chance for 2 here in the third.
Whoa, 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 girl, girl, back line, really hard.
Leading this one to curl. Looks like she's getting it close. She'll make contact with the yellow.
Will the red stay?
Doesn't look like it quite will, so great attempt, but just rolls a hair too far, so it is a single for Team Dundas here in the third, and we have a 1-1 tie. We'll take a quick break and come back for the fourth.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
And welcome back to our live coverage of the Women's Championship match of the Canadian Junior Cup. A single for Team Dundas in the third there, but the chance for 2. So both teams with chances for 2 in the last 2 ends, and both teams let it just slip away, so they've traded singles, and we're on to the 4th. Team Frlan with the hammer. Over in the men's championship match, we do have a score, as Ryan Fisher had him surrounded, but they couldn't quite remove the one Swiss stone from play, so it was a draw attempt 4-2 for Nathan Dryborough. He comes up just short of the ring, so it's a single, and the Swiss lead 1-0. And Rob, we were talking about it before the game, and if the Swiss men won this match, that would be the first time in history that the Swiss men have come over to this event and won the Canadian Junior Cup. It's happened before on the women's side. We saw it with Isabella Einspieler before a few years ago, but never happened before on the men's side. I know we've had a couple Canadian teams that have gone over and won the Swiss Cup, I believe, Tori.
Gordon McDonald last year did it.
Yep. I can't remember, Tori. Did you win it when you went?
I did.
Okay, there you go. That's
That's why she had that little smile.
Just seeing if you were gonna ask. But I think this final, if Team Dundas wins, would be the first time we send a Manitoba female team. Last year was the first time we sent a male team with Jordan McDonald, Dallas Burgess, Elias Umanicki, and Cam Olofsson. So their Manitoba team last year happened to lose the final, or the semifinal.
And I believe last year was the first time ever that any Canadian team from outside of Ontario won the event. So, and I mean, Grant's done a fantastic job running this event and expanding it. I know, obviously, this year we have Team Dundas from Manitoba. We saw Blades and Regan from Nova Scotia. Hayward also from Manitoba. So we certainly are expanding, and I know Grant wants to keep it going, get a few more East Coast teams, maybe start expanding towards Saskatchewan and Alberta even.
Teams from the U.S., teams from Quebec. So the word is being spread. Opened up the center line, but left Stagger on the one side.
Team Dundas happy to continue guarding this. That angle in the forefoot is not helpful for Team Frlan. Is this one going to maybe come in a little bit deep? And I like this idea. You want to move those rocks around at some point. Recognizing that that red's not going anywhere, but even if you lose both yellows and just spread everything around, Give yourself some room to work with here. Just continually ripping the guard isn't going to do much for you, so they're going to make a play on this early, come down with board weight, jam that red, but ideally would love to either keep the frozen stone there or their shooter on top. Keep an angle onto that red stone.
Lauren Norman.
Curls.
What a great shot.
Nice weight. It was really good, actually. Good throw. I thought you had more. Yeah, no, I thought you were heavy. I slowed it down. Yeah, I know she would. She's probably watching this right now, guys. That's the reason for that.
If you want to play this, it's up to you. You can just open these up. Just open these up. Get rid of that one.
This could go very bad for Team Frlan.
Can I play this turn? Just kill here. Got it.
Needs to be very accurate here. Don't want to jam it onto that red stone.
I was kind of liking Katrina's first call with the draw in to the forefoot.
And that's exactly the kind of outcome you wanted to avoid. Now Team Dundas sitting 3 shots.
Another little turnaround.
Well, that's bad. Just had to curl. I mean, it just had to go straight.
Does well
It's a nice
there,
angle.
leaves a stagger.
Yeah. So how do you get in? You've got the very small port on the one side, and then you.
I think you have
the
to play the
outturn?
draw.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that go awry, though.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks to that semi-final when we saw Team Regan attempt that draw and ended up leading to them giving up 6. This is Vice's last. At some point, you're going to have to make it. I thought if you make the double peel up front, you force Team Dundas to throw the guard, and at least you can delay having to take this decision at least one stone. This needs to be very good.
Sudden come.
Needs to get it by the guard. Sweeper's working it.
Oh, just touched it. Just that little nudge.
Had plenty of weight, so I'm surprised line was an issue. You can see he had almost backline weight. Now that is with them sweeping it most of the way, but you'd still imagine maybe it was back 4, back 8 out of her hand.
Okay, good try.
Just, I guess, not taking enough ice or didn't quite get it out to the broom.
Just really curled early. Like right out of your head.
Did I turn
And oh boy, is this ever an opportunity for Cassidy Dundas. You make a good draw here. I don't know how you don't steal 3 or 4.
So I'm gonna throw like a 3.
You sit that between the R and the E in brewing.
Okay, so they want to go a little bit higher then. I thought they might look to sink this right down onto the shot stone, but they want to make sure that they block the path for Team Frlan at the very least. A little solid out of the hand probably won't kill them.
If it's in, go in, yep. Heads up. Yep. Hard. Okay, whoa.
I want to make sure this is tucked a hair around the guards, I think. You don't want to give Katrina the opportunity to run something back and open things up.
Little bounce.
That's a pretty good result.
So you're going to have to try it again with the intern.
So both teams getting fooled a bit in that spot, though.
Yeah, that was wild.
It'll come in. Okay. Erica's really curled.
Her guard red was a 16-6. So just trust it's gonna be
What
fast.
did Erica go for kick?
I think I got it at like 85.
So it's like that side pretty fast.
It's pretty fast.
Katrina Frlan and her first a second opportunity to draw one down to the shot stone and limit the damage. Mine seems to be a little bit better.
You go, I got it.
She's finishing nicely. Bounces.
Oh, and just missed-swept a little bit. Line was perfect. Not sure if the sweepers just misjudged it or thought they had to go a little bit for line, but they were sweeping it, I would say, almost hog line in, it seemed.
Just so you can get weighed off.
Oh my god. Sorry.
You could hear Katrina in the hack before she threw. What did Erica get for kicks? So I'm assuming that's what those short split times are for, is to measure, you know, your leg drive and your kick. The only difference is Erica doesn't have to kick near as hard. Her legs are a lot longer than Katrina's, so those times are going to be so personal for everyone.
Could certainly vary. I'd imagine there's a little bit of variance to all split times, though, so I'm sure this team spends a lot of time together. They would have a good idea of what they're looking for and what the differences are. Cassidy Dundas would love to sink this one right to the button.
That's lovely.
That's a steal of at least 2 if I've ever seen one.
Really good weight.
Yes, sweet.
I have a shirt. It might be 4. Yeah, I didn't look.
When I came by, it looked like it was probably yellow, but I didn't look that
So I
hard.
was like, should be good. Yeah, they're biting the 4-foot.
Cassidy Dundas currently sitting 3.
Yeah, I don't
You know,
hate
like
where
we're 3 in the
Okay, yeah.
Really thin. Easy.
I think the call here is to
I feel like you gotta throw easy. You can't throw anything too crazy.
come down, hit the side of this red stone, make the double, and hope that this rock spins out over the top of that yellow stone without touching it.
Well, she's throwing pace big time.
Very difficult shot. Needs to hit this fairly thin.
Just nick it
Looks close.
like that. Nudge the yellow back.
So it did clip that yellow on the way by and ends up being a steal of 2 for Cassidy Dundas here in the 4th end. She takes a 3-1 lead over Katrina Frlan. We're going to take our 4th end break. And when we come back, Team Frlan will have the hammer once again.
Hey, Stu Sells Teams followers. I'm at my brand new listing here at 6C Indian Grove, and I'm so blown away I have fallen over. And I can't take my eyes off this gorgeous, original, molded ceiling that is absolutely stunning. We are bringing this 1911 Grand Estate to market, and it is going to blow your mind. Let me get up and show you what I'm talking about. Look at this woodwork. When they did the renos, they actually took all this wood down, they sent it to Montreal, had it professionally refinished and stained, and they reinstalled it. Like, it is absolutely breathtaking. The pocket doors, the lead glass French doors, it's so unique, this home. It is a grand old estate. The top 3rd floor is a beautiful prime retreat with big closets, its own bathroom, soaker tub, walk out to a balcony. You go to the 2nd floor, 3 large bedrooms, wraparound office, floor to ceiling windows, gorgeous view. And then this is like entertaining central. Actually, the Oscar-winning film JFK was filmed in this living room. It's had multiple movies, commercials, and then the dining room is so grand, and the parlor, and oh my God, there's so much to tell you about this amazing home. You gotta come and see it. And you know the extra bonus? Corner lot, laneway housing potential, single car garage, and a full separate legal 1-bedroom apartment in the basement you can rent out. So look, we're right in the heart of Ronse's High Park. You can walk to the park, it's just down the road. Great shops, great cafes. It's such a beautiful, stately home that you have to come look at it. So go to stusells.ca, see all the photos, the videos, the virtual tour, and give me Stu a call for a personal tour.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
pushing limits,
seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line. It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stu here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stucurls.com, see all my events, see the Stu Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Break your wind in.
We're back picking up here at the start of the fifth, our second half of the game, and a great finish to that first half if you are Team Dundas. With that big steal of 2 gives them control of this one. Tesateric's first stone there coming up short of the hog line, so it's removed. And I think, Tori, let's talk about both these teams here, what they need to do in the second half. Well, I'll talk about Team Dundas, and you take a look at the scoreboard. You have to obviously be pretty happy you were all over Team Frlan in that specific end, but you have let some opportunities escape you in the previous end. In N3, you had the chance to draw and sit 2 or 3 slipped through the rings. Had the shot for 2, just rolled too far. In the second end, possibly had the chance for a force, but you leave Team Frlan with that open draw for 2. So don't rest on your laurels. Don't feel too comfortable quite yet. You still have 4 ends to play, and things can change pretty quickly. So hunker down, figure out the ice, try to make a couple more shots in the second half.
And I think for Team Frlan, a lot of it comes down to weight control. They've missed a lot of hits on the heavy side and the wide side, so I'd like to see them bring some of those hits down. And I think for Katrina specifically, I'm seeing a lot of hesitation within her calls, asking a lot of opinions from her teammates on the shot calls, like that run back by Erica that was suggested by the her teammates at the other end, and she didn't even really think about it. She just kind of put the broom down, and I think that was a pivotal shot that end. So I'd like to see her just call her shots with a little more confidence.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of different types of skips over the years. It's certainly possible that that's just sort of the way she approaches the game, but I am with you. I'd love to see, especially in a championship game like this, you want a skip that's confident. You want a skip that just knows, okay, broom goes here, here we go, let's make this shot. That confidence really leaks down the lineup, and when everybody else sees that, they feel a little bit better playing the game. But you see skips of many different types. I think, back to the day, if you looked at the difference between maybe like a Kevin Martin and a Glenn Howard, they had very different approaches to how they took team input, when they wanted their team to give their input, but both skips obviously very successful, and you see a lot of different kinds, so not necessarily a detriment, but I do agree with you. Sometimes that confidence can really be a key for your team.
And we know Katrina, like I've played against her a couple times when I was in juniors, and she was up and coming, like very strong skip. She's won Ontario Provincials a handful of times, so it's in her, and she can do it. So it's just, I just want to see her not hesitate so much when putting the broom down.
Well, that draw by Team Dundas not getting buried, so the opportunity here for Frlan to chase it and sit 2 early here in the fifth. Updates on some of the other games over in the U18 boys final. Bedard gets his single in the fourth, so he leads 3-1 over Ganjaga. Gallardo and Perot just got into their fourth end break. I took a peek over at their last shot. If I had to guess, I think it was 1 yellow, which would tie up the game, 14 Gallardo against Perot, so they're in a 4-4 tie. And over in the men's final, it was a 2 for Ryan Fisher in the fourth, which pulls him into the lead 2-1 over the Swiss.
Like same way. Hey. Under this. Yeah. Get a little roll in. Same way. You got it.
Sam Wall, a first-year human kinetics student at the University of Ottawa. So they'll remove that red stone, get a little bit of a roll to the outside. I'd love to see Team Dundas play a really aggressive try at this roll.
It really came up.
Looks like you can make the perfect roll. If you happen to overcurl just a hair and roll a little farther, you're probably rolling straight into that yellow.
Over it comes.
And how nice is that? Pushes that yellow to the outside. Sit shot. Looks like the port is there between the guards, though, so this red should be chaseable.
Thought your wave was pretty cold.
Yeah, I think so.
Run straighter, eh, on the side? Just hack here, you got it.
A little more than that.
Well then, well.
Here up.
Curl.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Line.
Hard.
You gotta go.
Clean, clean. Whoa, whoa.
Yep, yep, yep.
Roll it, roll it, roll
You got it, Sam. You got it, Sam.
Roll,
Yep, yep,
roll,
yep, yep,
roll,
yep. Okay.
Okay.
I really like wait. It was good.
She called for no, so I was like, well, we're no.
Hair more.
Clean.
Hair more.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
No. Curl. Roll it.
Oh, a little bit of a roll behind cover. Oh, got a spin back. I think it's available.
And I think it is shot, so Team Frlan will have to chase it.
I like hack. Same way.
You can try to get it under, yeah. You can try to get it.
Back. Yes, son. Yes.
Yep. Whoa.
Back one.
Yep, yep, hard.
Hard. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Curl. Curl. You gotta go. Gotta curl.
Oh my god, what the heck?
Ooh, and not sure if they were just fooled there by something, but
Pretty close to this one.
got fooled on the line call and jammed that red into the yellow, so leaves Team Dundas sitting shot stone at the moment.
That's okay.
Cassidy opting for the hit here to sit two. And I think with where they push that redstone into the yellow, looks to me like it's probably dead buried around that yellow corner guard, and unlikely that Team Frlan will be able to chase it. So I think if this hit is made, you'll likely see the draw around the center guard. Team Dundas would be forced to either the run back or the freeze in that case.
Yep. 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 Whoa. Yep. Clean.
Whoa.
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 Curl.
Oh, clean, clean. Oh.
Sitting two. That red in the 8 foot is buried, very nicely buried behind that yellow high guard.
Yeah, ours is dead buried.
Yeah, she's drawing.
Yeah, I think we just follow and they asked about burying in person, but I was kind of nervous. Like, if,
Yeah.
Just heard the comment by Cassidy that they'll likely just follow. on this draw, meaning they'll play the freeze. I think you want to put this either biting or just short of the top of the button. Try to make maximum distance for the run back if Cassidy decides to throw it, but make sure that Cassidy can't freeze and be shot.
Kind of killed the line on this one.
Needs to get it buried.
Hard, keep going.
Want to cross center, and they will. It looks like it's buried behind that red guard, but slips to the back button. So a chance now to freeze and possibly get another steal out of this for Cassidy Dundas.
Even if you sit top 4, that's still a really hard shot for 2.
Absolutely. Tolerance here is always going to be light and block the draw. This one just with plenty of weight, not even close. It's going to sail right through the rings, and another free chance here for 2. So a missed opportunity once again for Cassidy Dundas. Katrina now just needs to hit full 8-foot for her second point to tie up this game.
She just threw this path. She knows it.
Let us know what time you get over there, Rob.
In a really fast path right now.
Love to see a high 15s. I think should be good.
15-3.
Okay. So it might be easily there on its own, but they're cleaning it in.
Goes to the back 4, so
They're
safe.
actually the same weight and 2 rocks wider in line.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that the spots really tend to pick up if you throw it multiple times in a row, but Katrina's able to capitalize there on the miss by Cassidy, and we have a tie game, 3-3, after 5 ends of play.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance.
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line. It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
We're back as Lauren Norman throws the first stone for Team Frlan here in the 6th. And Tori, it's really feeling like this game is anybody's for the taking at the moment. It's been a game of missed opportunities, really. First 2 ends, there were chances for 2s that got away. That 4th end where things just went horribly wrong for Team Frlan. And then even then, Team Dundas had the opportunity to play a freeze with that last and weren't really even close to making it. And Katrina, credit where credit's due, capitalizes on that miss for her too, but it really feels like it's just going to take one team to figure out the ice, figure out the spots, make 8 shots in a row in an end, and I think we'll see that team end up hoisting the trophy by the end of this. Albeit it is Cassidy currently with the advantage here, playing the 6, 3 ends remaining, and they do have the hammer. You want to make sure you score here in the 6th, even if it's a single.
Over there. Oh. Okay, a little wide. Needs to curl. Back 12. Curl. Just try to curl it. Straight. Back 4. Straight.
Don't want to tick this under.
Straight.
We'll nudge it, but we'll probably keep half of it open, I would think.
It seems to be that way. It looks like that yellow is perfectly splitting the center line and that red not quite touching it.
Yeah. You can probably get away with a foot less.
Tessa Tarek with her second, wanting to draw it to the inside of that red.
Similarly, top 8, top 4.
That's good.
Top 8. Top 8. Yeah.
Trying for the run back.
Aaron Zerfus pretty well putting this rock where asked.
Yeah, and a perfect setup here. If you're Cassidy, no center guards in play. The steal is pretty much out of the question. For Frlan to make this double, she's going to roll in the wrong direction.
Yes, gotta go.
From that red that was just thrown.
Okay.
A great chance for 2 here, I would say.
I'll watch that jam at the back.
One gets 2, touches all 3, but did that jam at the back?
It did.
Oh, that is unfortunate. So still 2 reds in play. And the chance to hit and sit 3, and now the chance to... Is the call here for nose, or is she looking to maybe roll just past the center line, try to spread these reds around? Looks like call might be for nose. That's very nicely done. Want to make these doubles as difficult as possible for Team Frlan.
Well, you didn't have to kill yourself. Yeah. Like,
Erica Wainwright, first year family studies at Guelph.
I believe her and Katrina both curl on the Griffin curling team.
It was a pretty good get for Guelph, too. They get both the two of them and back end curling for Guelph.
Not to mention they've curled for 7 years together before this, so.
It's not often you can get a university team like that where the players have actually played together before going there.
You do see programs like U of A, though, where that is a contingency with being in their program, is the program that, or the team that you are on is your team that you compete with in juniors or U18s if you're U18 eligible.
What I found interesting is talking to the Hayward team. They go to the University of Manitoba. There's no Manitoba curling team. It's going to be U of M curling team.
No varsity sport. It's been an issue with that university the last, well, I think close to a decade at least, whether or not they actually have a team. Usually, in the past, it's sometimes been they'll only fund a team in the years where it's a universiad year, but it's been finicky at best, which is really too bad with so many fantastic teams in and around Winnipeg and Manitoba.
It's okay.
I can only imagine how many university championships they would have won if some of those Manitoba players would have also played for the university.
And then you look at the strength of the University of Alberta, and they're there every year, always in the mix.
Rock looking very good to stop, even with the other redstone.
About as perfect as you could have made that.
If you're Katrina Frlan, your only chance is to hit and roll across the rings, and hopefully you'd have a chance at the double.
Like less ice?
I'm a little worried, though, about that yellow stone sitting just outside the ring. So idea here, you hit and roll, let's say over to the other side of the 4-foot, and Cassidy, let's say, makes a mistake and noses it, and you have a double. All of a sudden, you're worried about that jam back there. U18 boys final was a single for Team Gonzaga in the 5th to go down 3-2 to Logan Bedard. In the U18 girls final, a steal of 1 for Team Gallardo pulls them out to a 5-4 lead over the number 1 seed Team Perot. And in the men's final, it was a force of the Swiss in the 5th, meaning they are tied 2-2 in the 6th. And Team Fisher has hammer, although as I look over there, the Swiss have something brewing with the chance for a possible steal there in the 6th. We'll update you when that end finishes. Needs to stick around here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and
Unforced error.
So another unforced error by Cassidy Dundas. Lets a deuce slip away here in the 6th. Katrina Frlan still needs to make this hit, but even if she rolls out, she'd be breathing a bit of a sigh of relief here.
Like 9-5? Sure. Okay. You got it. Said 9-5. Well, it's just to avoid the jam. Like, if we roll out, it's fine. Okay, you got it, okay?
Sam Wall on it now, trying to hold it. Want to avoid that jam at the back of the rings.
Bounce back in? It does.
No, so back-to-back unforced errors by the skips here in 6. Gives the opportunity right back to Cassidy Dundas for a chance for 2.
Looked like Frlan was going to sneak away and escape.
It's been an okay game for the most part, but it just feels like both teams struggling to figure out those 7-8 rocks in each end.
No, this isn't without risk, too.
No. At the very least, if it does happen to overcurl and you end up jamming, you're probably still getting your single. Difficult to tell from this angle if it sits directly in front. As we look at the overhead, it looks like it is slightly to the inside of the red. So probably the easiest way to make this would be to hit it close to nose, a little on the high side, just flop out to the 12-foot. This is all about controlling the weight. I would love to see a nice soft hit weight here, something that gives her sweepers a chance to control it. 10 is not what I meant. Still makeable though. Trying to hold it, want to avoid the jam at the back.
Oh, they're able to nudge it and they'll get 1.
Overcurl there was a bit of a surprise, but 3 unforced errors there by the skips. Results in a single for Team Dundas. And I think you're not too happy if you're either team in that situation, but at the end of it all, it's a slight escape with a single, a 4-3 lead for Cassidy Dundas. And when we come back, we'll start this.
Peace of mind, the life you want, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial knowledge. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to create the life they want. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
Ready to take over here at the start of the 7th. Tessa Tarek throws the first stone, a third-year accounting student at the University of Manitoba. And it's just been continued missed opportunities, especially by the skips on both sides. And What do you think it might be, Tori? Because, look, I'm sure we've seen these players play better. We've seen these teams play better, not let these opportunities get away. Is it maybe just the pressure of the moment and understanding what they're playing for? Or is there something else that the teams can really try to nail down here in the last two ends?
If I'm being honest, I'm still trying to wrap my head around, that was essentially 4 missed skiff shots in a row. You're in the final of this event. You would think that you would have a good idea of draw weight by now, especially at the junior level. You've played how many games to get here? And especially both these teams coming through the play-in game, so they got a whole extra game on this ice. And I'm a little lost for words right now in terms of just how the teams are executing, but I think this game is going to come down to who, at this rate, who is going to miss the least and who is going to miss in the best way and with intolerance.
And I don't think you can downplay what they're playing for.
No.
Obviously. They obviously know what's on the line. Both these teams with plenty of experience, and, you know, I've mentioned it before. You're not playing to go to a world championship necessarily, but it is the chance to have a jersey with the Maple Leaf, to travel internationally to a foreign country, to represent the Canadian Junior Cup and sort of Canada by extension. Both these teams incredibly experienced, but they haven't been in a national championship game yet, so haven't had that opportunity to really play for that big chance to compete internationally. And you gotta imagine that that's in the back of everybody's mind going into this event. So I do think pressure is playing a part into it. And I would love to see both teams, the front ends, the vices, really take that little bit of extra time in these last two ends to talk to their skip, discuss what weight they need to throw, and hey, maybe even make a suggestion. Maybe we take a pound off on this hit, or find a slight, or tighten the ice a little bit on this draw. Get everybody involved, because when you get to these crunch moments, it comes down to the entire team. And I've seen teams do extremely well that way. I've also seen teams break apart and start to act individually, and that never usually works at the end of the day.
I think a good thing that we are seeing out on the sheet right now is that neither team is looking like they're acting up with each other. I mean, both these teams have at least curled with one other person on each team. Team Frlan, the entirety of them staying together for 7 years. So they've already seen each other at their worst, and they've already seen each other at their best. So they know how to help their teammates. And you can see it out on the ice. I think a fantastic example is Erin Zerfus and how she's talking to Cassidy Dundas in the house, you know, talking about the tolerances on each shot and just taking that extra minute or 30 seconds to talk about what they want with that rock. You can see Erica doing the same too on the backboards with Katrina.
And I'm sure, Rob, you've had the opportunity working with Sportsnet and the Slams. You've seen some excellent teams, I'm sure, who are just shooting the lights out. Then all of a sudden they get to that first Slam playoffs, first Slam final, whatever it is, and just look like a completely different team. And I'm sure you've seen many teams that do the opposite, just turn it up in that big moment. But it's always interesting to see how individuals, players react to different situations.
When we first started the Slam, it was Pat Simmons, who was always seemed to be in a semifinal or a final. But when the big lights came on and he was the main focus, it just seemed couldn't finish. And that was one of those things you always said, what's going on? Brendan Botcher was that way for the longest time until he broke through. And then he went win, win, win. But it took him forever to get comfortable under the lights and in that final game.
Coming back to our feature sheet, we just saw a very big miss from Sam Wall. Trying to play a shot down under those two reds in the forefoot, ended up hitting and rolling off your own guard and tapping them into the rings. That is one lonely yellow.
Yeah, well, at the same time, though, thankfully, yellow does have the hammer, and in a fairly decent position. It is raisable onto those red rocks if Team Dundas isn't careful with the positioning of this guard.
Line's good. Just bite the line. No, line's good. Line's good. Gotta sit. Line's really good.
Final shot coming in the men's semifinal, 6th end. Ryan Fisher trying a difficult run back for possibly multiple, but he will just run it by.
Can you get to this?
2 rocks are currently biting the button, a yellow and a red. They're going to take a look at it.
We can also just play
The
this
Swiss seem to
double.
think it's them for the steal, and it is. They agree. So call it a steal of 1 for Team Morge as they take a 3-2 lead after 6 ends of play. And it looks like they might not have gotten quite enough curl on that guard. Team Frlan seems to think they can play through this hole onto the shot stone.
Trusting that that hole is bigger than what I think it looks like.
We're sitting off to the side, so definitely looks a lot trickier than I'm sure it does to them. Need to get this by the guard.
They do
What
just
a
get it
sweep.
by. What a sweep.
And what's even better about that is it touches that second red stone out to the open. Does not hold on for shot, but now sitting second and third, and that shot stone's wide open for Team Frlan to remove.
This much on one side and this much on the other side.
What a shot to make up for your first by Sam Wall.
And it rolled really well, that shooter. Yeah. It's behind, dead behind. Yeah.
And in the U18 girls final, it's the final stone on the way by Team Perot. Draw opportunity 4-2.
Oh, look at it.
Keeper's trying to work it, but this looks like it's going to over curl, maybe a little bit light. So it is a single point for Team Perot as they tie up the game 5-5 after 6 ends of play
You don't
there.
have to fully bury it. No. We can call a timeout too.
We also have a final stone coming on the U18 boys side. Still discussing exactly what they want to throw, so we'll update you as that gets going.
As long as we get second.
I think we play this. I just hate to like rub off and then.
Yeah.
Decision here looks like to draw around that yellow stone in the top of the 8-foot.
I realized I was like, right, I was like, don't worry, we have lots of time. Yeah.
Have to be very accurate with the line.
I still think you're gonna have.
Don't want to tick off that yellow stone and give Team Frlan the chance for a double.
Back 4. Back 8.
Uh-oh. Out of the hand. Sweeper's thinking it's
A rub
heavy.
would be nice.
Cassidy trying to call for the audible, seeing
Back
if she can
eight.
come off maybe their own or tick their own under.
You can get a roll under. This might not be so bad. As long as they don't clunk it too hard.
Maybe not quite getting the roll. Seems like there may be a double there.
Okay.
Looks like there is a double there. It's a little bit thin. Have to
Yeah.
hit about a quarter stone of the red rock that's showing.
Yeah, you're like
Likely going to spin up a bit as well.
Well, if you start spinning up, your eyes go to that red stone over on the side. It's about a couple rocks higher than the other two.
Yep.
Don't seem to mind it early. Now comes the curl call. Oh, and there you go. Just clips that first red and sticks around to sit 3, spread out around the 8-foot and advantage. Team Frlan here in the 7th.
Totally forgot about that rule.
I love how fast Katrina put her broom down on that one.
Saw it, called it, made it. So
So final stone coming in the U18 boys here in the 6th, trying to navigate a tight port is Logan Bedard, but he just ticks the guard with what looked like a chance for 2, and he slips by it. It's a steal of 1 for Team Gonzaga, and that will tie the game 3-3 after 6 ends. So 4 finals on the go here, and no more than a 1-point difference in any of them.
You like this?
Yes. Do you guys like this? This is gonna be really quick here, eh? Like 16 almost. I'm gonna give this to you guys.
This looks like such a tricky draw, Tori. I guess the only other shot would be throw the intern through the port, which they felt comfortable with throwing a hit on the out turn, so there must be a decent amount of space there between those guards.
I think the train of thought here is you've seen Team Dundas try this draw twice. You know they're going to play it again. Try and beat them to it. However, if this is wide, you want to leave this high to avoid leaving them a hit and roll, but
I think it's already too heavy as is. That's not really a great result there by Erica Wainwright as it slips to the back 4 and looks to be wide open even with a little bit of air. So might be able to get to the inside and roll in.
Great weight. Okay.
You hear the call there. Sounds like it's just about edge on edge. So getting to the inside might be tricky in this spot.
if you're Team Dundas, you probably, you're drawing against 3 right now. Or your opponents are lying 3 with the hammer. I can see wanting to remove a stone, but I don't see a good way on how that doesn't leave them, again, a shot to lie 3.
Where is my? Oh, there it is.
Probably going to have to come right down and freeze to
I
it.
like the freeze, yeah. As soon as I saw it, like you said, they've taken a couple chances at it, so they should have a good idea what the speed, what the spot does. Although draw weight has escaped both of these skips in this game, and it looks like they're going to call a timeout. So the coach of this Manitoba team, Craig Tarrick, is going to come out and give his opinion. We'll tune in to see what he has to say. But I agree with you, Tori. I think the draw is probably the easiest shot, and if you make it good, you can outcount all 3 of those yellow stones. Let's see what Craig has to say.
Discussion over.
So I don't think the shot call changed, but maybe Craig just wanted to talk about what they're seeing in this spot, make sure everyone's on the same page with the speed. They have had a couple shots here sail through, be a little bit heavy, so wants to make sure that Cassidy gives the chance to Aaron and Tessa to get this stone where it needs to be.
Line tight, yep.
Cassidy Dundas with her first here in the 7th.
Hard line! Hard line! Hard line! Hard!
This one curling lots, looking like it's going to be on that top yellow.
That was a high 50.
Yeah, so I think just light for the most part, but definitely seemed to curl a lot more than they expected it to. Katrina has a couple options here. Looks like plenty of space to get to the inside of that red. You want to be precise with this shot, though. You don't want to get right to the inside, roll far, and maybe give Cassidy the opportunity to get to the inside and hit and roll in on that back one. You want to hit, I think, this red stone as close to nose as you can, obviously without jamming it on that yellow in the back four. The angled camera doesn't quite do it justice, but that red is probably guarding about 2/3 of the yellow stone on the high side. So you do have space to get a hair to the inside and push it back past both your yellows. And we're going to have our second timeout in as many shots as now Byron Scott is going to come out and have a discussion with Katrina Frlan and the rest of her squad. Byron's been a staple on the Ontario Junior Tour for quite a while, at least since I was in Bantam, so he's got plenty of experience with different teams, and we'll see what he has to say.
What's wrong with the hit? It's the same thing.
You're right, but the challenge you have is if it over curls, you expose the back stone, right? But if you throw a guard, you're already 3, right? It's the 7th end, right? All I'm just thinking.
How am I going to get in for 4 then now?
You go wide, you got lots of, you go wide, right? I think she's got the draw through the port. I'm just thinking right now, make her throw the tougher shot. The guard should be the shot and see what you're left with. Protect the 3. This is a tricky path, right? We see rocks like sail out there and go wide. I just would hate to see us raise them in or do something that takes away this advantage that we have now. Okay. All right. Finish it strong, guys. We got 10 rocks left. Yeah, high.
So the suggestion by Byron Scott there is to toss a guard up on this red stone. I understand what he's saying. The guard is definitely the easier call. It feels a bit passive to me, but at the same time, I see what he's saying. If you make the guard, what can Cassidy Dundas really do? She could probably throw the in-turn through the port to maybe the side 4, but in all likelihood, you would be able to chase that. And if she doesn't make anything, you'd still have space for Katrina for 4.
Yeah, I'd go a little bit. 1. Fine. 1.
Girl, hard, get it over.
Yeah, we're over.
Oh,
my bad.
girl.
Straight, you.
That's good.
Timeout shot called. Timeout shot call made.
That's good a little bit. Okay.
Well done there by Katrina. And again, what do you do here? If you're Cassidy Dundas, I think her first call there, her first inclination was maybe the in-off off of that red stone over, way over on the side of the rings. It's pretty flat though. I think it's that. Run back that center guard or draw through the port, and with that room I think she's going to draw through the port. I just feel like anywhere she goes here, Team Frlan's probably going to be able to follow them down and bump it out, but definitely be a bit of a tricky shot. Cassidy Dundas with what feels like a must-make shot here in the 7th end to keep herself alive and avoid giving up 4.
Line
now they like the line.
Squeeze it by.
It's all about the weight now. Put it on the tee line.
Hard. Keep going hard.
So it stops in time, not for first shot, but stops just short of biting the forefoot, and I think it's good enough, Tori. I don't see a shot for more than 2.
No, I mean, unless you want to take on one of those run backs, if you think that risk is worth it to be tied in the last. Or you just follow her down for your shot for 2. And be up 1 in the last.
I think just Norm.
I don't know. Did you see a move here like that other one though? Remember?
I
Looks
think
like
if
they're
you're
looking
playing
at the
Norm,
run
no.
back.
It is tempting, right? It's for 4 if you can stick the one that you're running back. So
Higher degree of difficulty, but higher reward as well. The same draw that Cassidy just threw is available to Katrina.
Oh, 9.
Okay.
For 2.
this is a shot to potentially be up 3 in the last.
We can back this up.
And I guess, you know, if you make any kind of contact, you're probably getting 3. Even if you miss it, you get your single, you're in the 8th end tied. Not a completely dead situation. So, a chance for a big score here for Katrina Frlan, looking for the run back. Needs to make contact, and she'll stick it for 4. Fantastic shot there by Christina Frlan, called and made. And a big 4 points here in the 7th, and a game changer. And that could be the shot that we look back on as the one that led her to a championship. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we will start the 8th, and now a big advantage for Christina Frlan.
Hey, curling fans, I'm standing here in front of Sheet Stew here at the High Park Club, and I just want to let you know that I'm so excited to sponsor the sport of curling, to help curling out. So you can go to stewcurls.com, see all my events, see the Stew Sell series, but you know what? I also sell real estate as well. So you need to buy a house, list a house, condo, rental, business. Look, give me Stu a call.
Wow, oh wow, and we are still thinking about that shot made by Katrina Frlan to finish the 7th end. A run back, stuck it on the yellow stone for 4 points and a big lead. And we were talking before that end, Tori, that this game felt like it was anyone's for the taking. The first team to really put a good end together and close it off was going to be the one to win this championship. We're not done yet, still 8th end to play, but that feels like exactly the kind of play we were looking for from one side or the other.
No, that was definitely the play to swing that, swing the momentum, because you couldn't really tell where it was. Had a couple ends that was all Team Dundas and a couple that was all Team Frlan, so that was the one that really just swung that pendulum. Now, granted, they are up 3, and you know nerves can sometimes get the better of you, and we've seen teams fumble a lead like this before, so up to Team Frlan to stay calm, cool, and collected.
And a great start there by Lauren Norman. Puts the draw right to the top of the button, so the nerves don't seem to be bothering her. While we were away on break in the men's championship final, it was Team Fisher being forced to a draw to the 8 foot for a single point. He made it. That ties up the game at 3. They go to the 8th end. And Nathan Dryborough from Switzerland has the hammer and will have a chance to take the first ever Canadian Junior Cup championship for a men's team from Switzerland. U18 girls final coming down to the final stone here in the 7th. And Team Gallardo with a chance for 3 here if she can hit the paint with her draw. Excellent pair there made by Lauren Norman. 2 stones in the top of the 8-foot. Meanwhile, Team Gallardo makes it to the rings, and you can chalk up 3 points for them as they take an 8-5 lead over the number 1 seed Team Perot.
You know, you can tell these are some of the best matchups of the tournament because until Katrina Frlan threw her last and until Jamie Gallardo threw her last just now, games were all neck and neck within a point or tied. I think that's everything you could want in a final.
And speaking of tied games, looking over at the U18 boys final, which is currently tied 3-3. Final stone about to come by from Logan Bedard. But it currently looks like Team Gonzaga sitting 3 in the 4-foot and a very difficult draw attempt incoming. Needs to hit a piece of the button for his single point.
Timeout here called by Team Frlan. Katrina was planning on playing the tick. Be interested to see here what Coach Byron Scott has to say.
Just a straight center. No, but think of it. You put the straight center up, they're going to have to take at least 1 shot to run it back. Okay. Right? And then you can open peel or just keep putting it back. They need 3 points. Yeah. So it counts, right?
I like it tight though.
Do I peel the rest?
No, I think if they peel, you put the center back. They peel, put the center back.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
This is about counting rocks, right?
Yeah.
We have how many more shots left?
6.
I don't do math.
Yeah. You know, yeah, that's right, science kid.
6, 12.
Yeah, 12, that's it. No, but think about how many do we have? They need 3 of those just to tie. So let's just make their shots more difficult. Remember? High risk, low probability. That's what we want them to throw. Okay? You got this. Count the rocks down, okay? Count the rocks down.
Hey, what do we like a 2?
So I like this call by Byron. Just
actually
calm.
2,
Let's just
because
make a
we don't
center
want them to
guard
run.
just like you would every other end to start.
I like it 2.
I did disagree with him a little bit where he said, well, if they peel, just replace the center guard. I think at that point you could probably just walk up and rip a corner, unless they happen to stick around for a 3rd corner, then maybe you have to take an extra look. But I think if you ever get the free opportunity to walk up and peel a corner, you're going to take it. Very difficult that they would be able to find a way to score 3 with only 1 corner guard up, but for the moment, I wholeheartedly agree. Would love to get this on the center line. Even if it happens to slip into the rings top 12, you're going to be more than okay. Over in the U18 boys final, Logan Bedard took on that draw to the button, but unfortunately came up light, and it was a steal of 3 for Team Gonzaga. So Team Gonzaga, after being down 3-1 at the half, they have stormed back with a single, a steal, and a steal of 3, and now lead 6-3 going into the 8th end. So all our finals now in the 8th end of play. 3-point games in 3 of them, and a tie game on the U21 men's side.
So a little bit of a mistake there by Team Frlan, and this was the break that Team Dundas was looking for. I think Sam just got a little soft on her release and it just grabbed the curl early and the weight just came off. So now a chance for Aaron Zerfus to kind of make a play on the two in the middle and move them around because they're in such a good position. You wouldn't want to leave them one more shot longer.
Yeah, if they can unlock these two yellows, certainly to their advantage.
Sit right on the top, just like that.
You see here we've adjusted the camera so that we can see the men's final ongoing as well. A reminder, it is a tie game. Nathan Dryborough from Switzerland throwing the yellow stones. Ryan Fisher with the red. Ryan Fisher currently sitting one on the button buried, needing a steal to win this championship.
Like they have to run it, and they're running ours into it. Okay, I like it. Or we can peel. I think I like this.
I'll leave the women's game to you guys. I'll take the fun one, tie game over on sheet 6.
I don't know, this one's getting fun. The 8th then.
So choosing to try that guard again.
You turned it in. Okay. Positive, you got it.
Sam Wall, her last.
2. Mine's good. 2. Oh, mine's good. 2. Curl. 3. Curl.
Curl, nice. You gotta go.
Straight. 3. Straight.
Roll it.
Oh.
Okay, that works.
Nice plan B there by Katrina.
It wastes that much ball.
Driver on the point, double peel over on the men's side, but stuffs it.
I mean,
Does slightly expose the red stone on the button, so Ryan Fisher will guard it once again.
their runs aren't going to count as like counters, you know what I mean? And
I think we're 1.
I don't know. I feel like it's crazy and we have to be on nose again. Like, just straight peel? I don't think we can get there.
I mean, it's awesome.
Like, if you catch it, that's good. Yeah, like try and run it and catch it.
Roll over.
And we can roll that way a little bit.
Another timeout called here. Sheet 5, our feature game.
The coach for Dundas team is Craig Tarrant.
Like we're never getting these two out right now.
Alexander Greenwood here for Ryan Fisher, tossing up the guard. Sweepers are cleaning it in. And nicely done. So Ryan Fisher still sitting that steal point that he needs.
Then we have that red guard run for 3. Right? Yeah. We make a good freeze, so you freeze top, try to get the nose, and then we can run anything after. We can run their center ones in, we can run whatever we want in, and it gives us a chance. And if not, we always have that corner
If
run.
we're like,
I don't think there's any sense Beal is going to put it back. We need
is
to
3
get one more.
quarters okay?
3/4 is fine. 7/8 are good. It'll come in.
Okay. 15 and a half?
Yeah.
Liam Dryborough trying to make the double peel again, and he does, but stuffs the red on his own in the top of the forefoot. Red spins out to the side, so it is a bit more accessible than it was, but definitely not the outcome they were hoping for, and Ryan Fisher will continue to just toss up these guards, now sitting 2.
Line's good. That was a lot.
Meanwhile, Lauren Evison Zerfus, his final stone. Would love to lock this on the nose.
And does.
That's pretty well done, and I really like what Craig Tarrant was saying. You make that freeze, now you have so many options. you can run back pretty much any of those guards and start building towards a 3.
Yeah, just if I ever rub off, it's awful.
Forward's light, if you're like here.
So both teams, I believe, are out of timeouts now. So we're going to see
It's just they have this.
the front end of Team Frlan make their way down to have a team timeout.
They are awarded 2 timeouts per game.
I didn't mind the draw in.
And
No?
they've already used their own, so it's up to them. Used both of their own, so it's all up to them now.
It's just that this is the only way they're getting rid of it, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ryan Fisher makes a pretty good guard on his 2 shot stones and currently sits what he needs to win this championship.
Like here.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
If I'm light, that's the tolerance, eh?
That Fisher team incredibly positive.
Yeah.
Great chats when they do their post-game debrief and pre-game setup. Very involved.
Just always so supportive of each other, even after a miss. You know, we've seen a lot of teams out here. It's okay to be frustrated with your teammates maybe after a miss. It's less okay to be showing it, and that's just the team that never seems to show their frustrations if they have any.
Oh, mine's good.
You go.
Nisa,
So
mine's
Erica
good.
Wainwright here
Mine's
now.
Good. Wait only. Yes. Three. You gotta go.
Eight
It's
to open
late.
this up.
Hard.
Line
Hard,
seems to be
guys. Right to
okay.
red. Yes. Girl.
Love to lock this on the red.
Hard.
It's close.
Hard. Okay.
Maybe not quite there, but feels just about good enough. Big run back here by Nathan Dryborough, and he makes it. Clears out the 4-foot and gives himself a chance. That is a huge shot here in the 8th end. And now it all comes down to this. Ryan Fisher will have 1 stone. Those guards still staggered in front of the ring, so there is an opportunity here for him to sink one right to the side of the button if he can. Wow, that could be a game saver, a championship saver there by Nathan Dryborough.
What a game between those two teams.
Yeah, every time I look over, it's just some excellent shot making. They've played a fairly conservative matchup, not too many rocks in play, but I haven't seen too many rollouts or misses. Misses the run back, but does open it up here on the women's side. Ryan Fisher and Erica Wainwright throwing simultaneously here down the sheet.
Bring it out, yeah. Hey, one girl. Girl.
Mine's good.
Hard girl.
Ryan Fisher needs to find the curl. Now Alex Greenwood comes out to help the sweep. They're trying to bring it right down to the button. And they do a fantastic draw there by Ryan. What a game so far. But it all comes down to this. Nathan Dryborough, the chance for a win, the chance for a championship. The first ever championship it would be at this event for the Swiss men. As he gets ready in the hack, Antoine Beauvais and Noe Kuhn will be the sweepers. His brother Liam Dryborough calling the line.
Evanson trying again.
Final stone on its way. Nathan Drybra, he needs the button. Antoine Beauvais on the inside, Noe Kuhn on the out. They've been working this since he let go. They are looking up now. Seems like it's close. He needs the button. He needs the button.
Did they slide
Did
it by?
they oversweep it? And they did. As that rock is going to slip just too far. The sweepers were on it pretty much the whole way. And they look up at the end. That rock sliding just to the back of the forefoot. And it is a stolen win, a stolen championship for Ryan Fisher. Came out of the round robin ranked number 10 out of 12 teams. He won the play-in game, won the quarterfinal, won the semifinal, and now took the championship away from the Swiss. He's going to Switzerland, and now he has a championship to go along with it.
Right into the red? Yeah.
Tough way for finish for the Swiss team.
Absolutely, you had to feel for them, and they had every opportunity, and I've been there. I've overswept a draw for a win plenty of times, and it never feels good, especially when it's for a championship.
That was my only thought. But if I miss it, we're done also.
But I can assure you, Ryan is happy to take the win any way he can get it. Congratulations to Ryan Fisher and his team. Alternate Justin Anderson, lead Andrew Jackson, second Owen Porteous, vice Alexander Greenwood. Congratulations to them, your 2025 U21 Men's Canadian Junior Cup champions. Jumping back over here to our women's final. Cassidy Dundas looking with her first stone to run this red guard back into that situation in the top of the forefoot. If she makes it, I only ever see that yellow top button jamming.
Do you think he's going to move it all? Hers fell a bit.
I guess then you might have a second chance with another run back to get it out afterwards.
I just took broom right where I could see.
I think that's close. Like we can talk it out.
Okay.
Throwing 9?
Yeah.
Cassidy Dundas and her first.
Whoa, whoa, curl. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. Straight.
Did it over curl? And it did as they push it by, misjudged the line. And so now running out of chances for Team Dundas, and Katrina Frlan may try to take this run back away again. Could throw the guard, could also hit it, and even roll to the inside. Looks like there's plenty of space past that center guard.
If there again, you know it.
See them where they're tapping their brooms just a couple feet in front of that. I think if you want to have as much separation between your shooter and this rock as you can.
You have to hit across the face on the
And the path's not too different, is it?
And we also have handshakes in our U18 girls final. Team Perot is run out of stones, and from the 3 seed, Team Gallardo knocks off Team Perot for the first time in this event. Team Gallardo are your U18 run back girls champions in 2025. Katrina Frlan taps off of that guard. Difficult to tell. I think she might have covered enough of that red stone. Cassidy's going to take a look at it.
Oh, I didn't check. Oh, but I don't think it's good.
There. Can you hit enough of it?
I have half of the rock, and I have to hit just like I have to hit just a little higher than half.
Okay.
So it is there.
Okay.
Cassidy seems convinced that it's there.
Hair bit of ice, yeah.
Even if there's enough space to run it onto the red again, I have a question mark about where that yellow in the top of the button is going. But it's the only chance you have, so you might as well take it. Final stone here in the 8th. Custody Dundas looking for the tie. Trying to make it. Curl needs to play it pretty close to that yellow guard. She'll make contact and stuff it on that yellow stone in the rings, but it's not going to be enough. Looks like at least a steal of one. We'll call it a steal of one. And it is officially an 8-4 victory for Katrina Frlan over Cassidy Dundas. Katrina Frlan will claim that final seat on the plane. That trip to Switzerland representing Canada. And you can see the excitement on them as they hug and celebrate their victory. You can hear the excitement in their voice. Congratulations. The lead, Lauren Norman. Second, Sam Wall. Third, Erica Wainwright. The skip, Katrina Frlan, are your 2025 Canadian Junior Cup Women's Champions.
You're 7 and 3rd. You're 7th and holy shit.
And as we take a second to listen in on those new champions, we have final stone coming in the U18 boys run back final. Reminder, it is Team Genjaga currently with a 6-3 lead over Team Bedard. Team Bedard having the hammer and throwing the red stones, currently sitting 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And it looks like there's maybe an angle slash here, 4-3 and the tie. It's difficult to see. There are 3 red stones. The furthest one from the camera is angle frozen onto that back yellow stone. So if you can hit, I would say half to maybe a thin half of this yellow stone where the broom is, run it back onto that back red stone and spin it out, it would be for 3 to go to the extra. Logan Bedard in his final stone here in the 8th. He needs 3 to send it to an extra. They're trying to curl it, and he'll just clip it too thin, so it'll be a steal of 1 for Team Gonzaga, and they will claim a 7-3 victory here in the U18 boys final. And Team Gonzaga, the lead, Jonathan Blay, second, Theo Barbosa, third, Aiden Campbell, and the skip, Aaron Gonzaga. They are your U18 Run Back Boys champions here in 2025. Us in the booth, we'd like to give a thank you to everyone who made this event run, from the volunteers, Grant Cowan, and all the work that he does getting this championship ready, our executive producer, Cassandra Cowan, and our team of producers that sit behind us all week long and listen to us talk. We'd like to thank them for putting up with us. We'd like to thank you for joining us all week. It's been an exciting event. I know the best. But you win them. Get us today. Got my heart, no. I know the best. But you win them. Get us every day. I know the best. But you win them. Get us every day. Got my heart, no. I know the best. But you win them. I know the best. But you win them. Get us every day. Got my heart, no. I know the best. But you win them. Get us every day. I know the best. But you win them. Get us every day. Got my heart, no. I know the best. But you win them. Get us every day.